Hi Leo, welcome to your May 2020 Taroscope. I try to do a general read, but a lot of them kind of still end up being romance. But obviously, I will point out what multiple possible situations are. I would like to apologize for not getting your guys' video for April. Your guys' was the video that I tried to do when I just really realized like my issues with the setup before was just really not working. I was using my laptop and I was trying to keep myself out of the videos, my face, where the focus would just be on the cards. So I thought like, using my MacBook and like moving the camera and like the first half of it down basically a little bit more, where it would be angled more towards basically how like this is spread out. And it just wasn't working. It would like, I think because of it, it would make it, I think it would confuse like the MacBook and it would like think it's kind of shut but not. So it would record for a good minute and then it'd like freeze. So I haven't had issues so far doing it with my phone. It does take a little bit to upload. So I am doing this on May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you. And for those who are into Star Wars. So I want to point out though, I did pre-shuffle these on here because it saves a little bit of time and I knew I wanted to explain to, which I've been doing with all of them. Sorry about technical difficulties. Some of the people who I've already done readings for, the ones that are up now, the ones that are up right now, before I do your guys's and post this obviously, the ones that were up before you guys was just earth signs and water signs. And the reason why I did theirs was because like I felt like it was gonna take longer to get to most of theirs. Even though I think I did like a couple of each element or sign basically from each element last time. So I decided to do fire and air last because my personal placements are air and fire. I am Gemini sun and moon, Leo rising, and my Venus is in Aries. So I wanted to do your guys's us air and fire signs last just because I didn't want to show any favoritism, make it seem like because I was gonna, so I'm gonna switch it up probably every month or every time I do it, who goes first and whatever. But so yes, fire and air signs, whichever, because I know there's some people who like to watch all the Taroscopes, but sorry there for a little rant. So what I've been doing is I've been doing the 8 cards, and then the 9th card here is your overall energy, and then I have this after tarot deck that I absolutely love that I've been using as clarifiers, and then I have 2 different oracle decks that I'll be using, and I did get tarot the tarot sex magic cards, which if I feel like this isn't going too long, I will throw those in there because I have not used them for a read for other people, so I'm still learning those cards because they're a slightly different than this set of tarot. Okay, so again, if this is more of a love reading, that's how it goes. I feel like it could be multiple things, but I do see it could definitely lean in towards love. So let's get into this. I will kind of say what each card means just because there might be some people who have never watched any tarot, and I will give my own interpretation on it. Some of you might be people who are very well, advanced knowing tarot. So if you see a message that I'm not seeing, then you know what? That's cool. You can apply what you see. And I want to say if this doesn't resonate with you, it's okay. There are tons and tons of Taroscopers on YouTube that you guys can check out. So again, I apologize for the delay with your guys. I'm sorry I'm already taking like 5 minutes to talk to you, but I just wanted to be upfront and honest with y'all because that's just how I am. So this is for Leos who are Sun Leos, Moon, rising, Venus, and even Mercury. Mercury is important because that's how we communicate, guys. So I think we should start taking more look at our Mercury signs for things. But that's just me. Okay, so your overall energy is the Strength card, which the Strength card actually does represent Leo. So this card is asking you, when it's upright, this card is saying that you are strong, you have strength, you'll get through this. Or it could mean that, if it means you as a Leo are right now in your best place, you're in your best power. And then let's say if it's someone who's dealing with a Leo, and you can be dealing with another Leo upright, it would just kind of say like, you're dealing with a Leo, and it does, I would say it's more of a positive situation when upright, or just confirming that the person, yes, is a Leo. So, in reverse, to me, this means there is a lack of strength in a situation, and it could be multiple things. It could just be you are feeling so defeated, and with the whole lockdown situation, like, it sucks, right? That we're in lockdown, and some of us feel defeated and not strong. And this could also just be you can be in an emotional situation that has nothing to do with this lockdown, that has you feeling defeated and like you're not in your strength. And again, it could just be you and nothing else is affecting it, and you're just not feeling like you're in your power, or you can be dealing with another Leo who is just, it's, headbutting. So you have the Strength card in reverse as your overall energy. So to me, that just seems like there is something that is just really making you feel down, or just like you don't have the strength to do what you need to do. Which is funny because you have the first card, which is the Sun card in your read, which the Sun card can represent Leo as well. But I don't, the reason why I say not only Leo is just because I feel like all fire signs have that very nice and warmth feeling to them, and they're so fun to be around, right? Like, you guys are so fun. We're fun to be around. I'm a Leo rising, so hey. So this card has a lot to do with warmth, happiness, inner child stuff, like you need to be more childlike in situations, whether it's romantic, and when they mean by childlike in romantic situations, they mean like carefree, you know what I mean? Just like going out there and just embracing it and doing it. How many things that you did as a kid that you didn't second guess and you just like did it? It's like that. It's like have that mentality of just doing something and not second guessing it, and just have fun. Like, just do it for the fun of it. Just like have fun, being carefree. So this could be telling you guys that you need to be carefree and more childlike and more like the sun. Or you were recently very much in that place, but now you could have been into, because you have the Five of Pentacles, which the Five of Pentacles is about feeling left out in the cold. You or the person you're dealing with feels left out in the cold. It could be a job situation, it could be romantic, it could be friendship. You or someone else who you're dealing with is feeling left out in the cold. And also the Pentacles, by the way, because you have another Pentacles card down here. Pentacles represent earth signs, which if you don't know all the earth signs, those are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Or you could have heavy earth placements, in the places that you think obviously this would affect. Or just in your important places like your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. One of those could be in Mercury. Could be that. So you also have Justice card in reverse, which can represent a Leo. I mean, not a Leo. Oh my God, you guys are Leos. A Libra. So you or the person you're dealing with could have Libra placements. So if you are dealing with a Libra, I would say, if you don't have Leo placements, I'm sorry if you can hear that. It to me means that there's something not working out with them, and also obviously it's very funny. It's the Justice card that represents them. So there could be a situation that didn't have justice that is making you feel left out in the cold. Okay? A situation didn't have justice. It's making you feel left out in the cold, whatever. And even though you have the Four of Wands, which wands can represent fire signs, which is you, Leo, or Aries or Sagittarius. I hope I said, okay, I hope I didn't say Taurus when I did say Taurus when I was naming all the air signs, right? I hope so. But, so this card to me is a card where whether it's upright or reverse, it's a positive card. So upright, this is just about celebrations and it being the best celebration, it being the best, ceremony, things being the happiest, most festive enjoyment they can be. In reverse, it's still happy and wonderful, but just not as much. So there could be a situation that it's happy, but it's just not as happy as it could be. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But you have the Four of Pentacles. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you have the Four of Pentacles, which again, Pentacles can represent earth signs, which are Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So if you're not dealing with those signs, if you don't have those placements, this card is about holding on too tightly. It could be holding on, like Pentacles represent finance and career and, work basically. So it could be you literally holding on too tightly to finances, which, I understand is a situation where people want to hold on. If, you're someone who has lost a job or, less hours because of the lockdown, there is this needing to hold on to and pinch money, right? Or some of you could be like this all the time, and some of you may even be like really wealthy and well off and still feel like the need to pinch pennies and like hold on to your money and be greedy with your money. This is holding on to something. And it could be holding on now, yes, it could be holding on to a financial situation. It could be not a financial, romantic situation. Wow. It could be holding on to, it could be holding on to a work situation. It's just holding on and needing to I feel like this is telling you it is okay to let go. If, that's some of you guys, you need to let go of a situation. Not be so greedy. Or for others of you, you're not holding on tight enough. That could also be it. For some of you, you're not holding on tight enough. Some of you aren't being as responsible maybe as you should with your money. Some of you are being a little bit too carefree in romantic situations. It's, so for some of you, you're holding on too tight. For the others of you, not enough, The next card is the Seven of Cups. Yeah, Seven of Cups. And this card, upright, to me, is about, you have all these wish fulfillment things here. And you can pick one. Whichever one you pick, though, is going to be, it's going to be good. It's going to be great. But to me, in reverse, it's like either you need to be extremely cautious and think about what you pick before you pick it. Making sure you're picking the right thing. Or you have picked it and it really ended up, you didn't use your intuition and you picked something and it went really wrong. So be careful, you guys. Not everything that glitters is gold. Sorry, that's my cat. She's going to meow in the background because I don't want to have to pause this and stop it and redo this video because, again, I'm recording from my phone. And I'm not that great at editing yet, so, we're not doing all that fancy stuff. So, you have the Three of Swords in reverse. So, swords can represent air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So, this one in reverse is usually about actually coming out of heartbreak. So, if you are currently in heartbreak and sadness, you are going to be coming out of it, okay? It's the guarantee that you will, if you have not yet. Because when you do, it's going to end in victory. This is the Six of Wands, which represents victory. So you are going to end up in a situation where things are successful and great and wonderful. So looking at this as a whole before I do after tarot, I feel like, yes, you guys are in a situation that may have knocked you off your course a little bit. It made you not feel as carefree, and even has maybe put you in a place where you need to work on healing your inner child and stuff, because your inner child may be feeling left out in the cold. You in general are usually normally bright, happy, sunshiny, warm person, and you know, you just feel so left out in the cold. You feel like you didn't have justice in the situation, and even if maybe the situation wasn't extremely terrible, there was some little bright spot in it. Like, you know, you could have been talking to someone, and you know, it didn't work out in your favor, or it didn't work out in this person's favor who you're dealing with, and maybe they're, you know, harshing your vibe, but it didn't work out either, whoever you are in the situation. And even though maybe there were some little happy things going on, it still kind of like was dampened by this situation that, you know, made you feel left out in the cold, or them feeling left out in the cold and feeling like there wasn't justice here. And I think it's made you, whatever it is, whether it's work or romance, it's making you be a little bit guarded and keeping to yourself and holding it within. I feel like you are withholding something inside. You're withholding something because you just can't see. You currently are in a place where you can't see where your wishes will be fulfilled. That's what I'm saying as a whole. And you are going to be coming out of heartbreak once you stop holding on to this grief and this sadness and this pain and this hurt, being left out in the cold. So again, things aren't all bad, but there is enough bad where I think it's making you a little bit selfish and withholding, and making you not see things in a way of wherever you go, there's going to be something that's going to work out. You're in a place of being scared to take any risk, being scared to go down a new path, or you feel like you have gone down all the paths and nothing is working out. You're currently here, I think, with it being upright, but I do feel like, you know, you are going to be coming out of it, or you just come out of feeling this way, of being heartbroken and saddened by things, and you know, you have a victory coming in. Now, this could come in a lot faster than you think, because fire and air move faster than water and earth, but especially earth. Earth is really slow moving. Like, earth is the slowest moving energy. So I do think that you guys are going to come into something good and wonderful, but it's going to happen, I think, a lot faster than you assume. So again, yes, it could mean that, hey, like, after you watch this video, it happens. Or you watch this video, you know, and it doesn't happen for like a month. But either way, it's like a confirmation that or it could be like you meet someone, or you meet you meet someone, you get a new job, and it just takes off really well and works out really well. It's a victory a lot quicker and smoother than you thought, you know? So I'm going to clarify this. So I'm going to clarify the overall energy. So what is, sorry, she's just meowing in the background. What is the clarification for strength in reverse as Leo's overall energy for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury? What is the clarification? Give me a clarifier. Oh, here we go. All right. So your clarifiers are is this 7? I'm always bad at, yes, it's 7. Sorry. It's the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles as your clarifiers. So the 7 of Swords is about having, like, you're juggling so much stuff, and you have so many things going on, and you're so focused on trying to juggle more that you can't see that you're about to walk into a place where you might end up dropping all of the things you're trying to juggle. And yeah, that's why I feel like you have so much stuff to juggle that it is making you feel imbalanced, like you don't have strength. And with the Three of Pentacles, I could see it being work related, or it could be something with your values, traditions, and beliefs that are being tested. Because the Three of Pentacles, and it can also be a third party situation. You can be in a situation where you're juggling multiple people, multiple jobs. Someone else could be juggling multiple people, multiple jobs, and it's starting to like make you or them or both of you just feel out of, like, you don't have good balance, you don't have strength. That's what I am saying. Can we clarify Justice in reverse, please? Let's clarify Justice in reverse. All right. So you have the Eight of Cups, clarifying Justice in reverse. So this card is about you deciding to walk, you or the other person deciding to walk away from something, and then someone else comes along and takes up that cup, that dream, that person. It's, you know, like you or the other person gave up and decided to walk away, and this other person has come up and took that cup and took your cup. Like, you know, that card, the meaning is something like when you walk away from your dreams, your hopes, your work, whatever it is, someone else can come along and swoop up and take it. So if it's like, if you really want this thing, you're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to stick around for it. You know, it might not all be easy. Just because a couple of situations maybe didn't pan out doesn't mean that you're entirely doomed. But if you decide to give up and walk away, there's going to be someone else who's going to come in and swoop in. So if you gave up on someone, there's going to be someone else who's going to come in and swoop them up. If someone gave up on you, someone else is going to come in and swoop up on you. So, you know, it was a situation that didn't work and it didn't pan out. And instead of trying to put in the effort and fix it, you or the other person is walking away, but someone else is going to come in and take it. So what that means, yes, it could be a romantic situation, or it could be a job situation where you were offered a job and maybe it wasn't exactly what you thought, and then you decided to walk away. Someone else comes and takes it, and they ended up having a really blast with their job, and then you were still kind of miserable. I couldn't see it being something like that, whether it's work or romantic. Now, obviously, if it's a toxic situation, walk away, okay? I'm going to say that right now. If it is a toxic situation, you need to walk away and stay away, okay? But if it's not toxic, it's like, yeah, you gave up. If it's not toxic, you or the other person gave up and decided to walk away, and it's getting to a point where, like, you know, there is room being left for someone else to come in and take the opportunity, take that person. So be careful. Can we clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse, please? Can we clarify the Seven of Cups in reverse? All right. Okay, so we got the Hierophant. So I say, because both, to me, when I see the Hierophant and High Priestess, it's about, like, trusting yourself, your intuition, and I think the Hierophant is the one that represents a Taurus. So I would say you might be dealing with a Taurus, or it's, again, like I said, this card is about, like, following your intuition and making sure you're not picking something that, you know, isn't going to work out, or making sure you're trusting your intuition and knowing that, hey, you know, if you go about this right, things can work out. Okay? You know what? I do want to clarify the Four of Pentacles. Let's clarify the four of Pentacles before I... Let's clarify these Four of Pentacles for Leo for May 2020. Oh. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So it could be... So again, like I said, with the things that I said earlier, it is you are holding on too tightly to fortune and abundance, and it's getting to a point where maybe you're not sharing it with other people. You aren't giving people, you have so much abundance, it can be emotional abundance and like love and affection. It's like you have so much of it and it's good, but you're not giving it to anyone. Or you're giving it away to so many people that you're getting yourself in situations now where things aren't working out and you're finding yourself hurt and upset because you're just giving up all this love and affection to so many people. Look, and I'm going to say this. If you want to have a hoe phase, male or female, or whatever your sexual orientation is, if you want to have a hoe phase, do it. Have fun. But not everyone is cut out for the hoe phase, you know? If it's not for you, don't do it. It's not necessarily even being a hoe. Like, okay, that's not what I'm trying to say, but like, yeah, some of you are you're holding on to something that's good. So whether it's money, emotional abundance, like love, you are either holding on too tightly or you're just so freely, like, you're not holding on tight enough that you're putting yourself in a situation where, you know, it's going to kind of backfire. So make sure you have a good balance. Remember, because you have the Strength card in reverse. Just make sure you have a good balance of things, okay? I'm going to ask for a couple more cards of what you need to know. And then we are going to do... I'm just going to do the Romance Angels and the Notes from the Universe because I don't want to keep you here forever. So, is there any additional information that Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury need to know for May 2020? Was there any other additional information that you wanted them to know for May 2020? Give me 4 more cards. Give me 4 more cards for any additional information you wanted Leo's Sun, Moon, or Rising to know. Oh. Well, 3 cards fell out. Let me get one more and I'll show you all of them. Oh, there we go. Alrighty, you guys. So, the first one is the 9 of Swords. So, you guys were in a state of over-worrying about things, being depressed, sad, in your feelings about things. But you're getting to a point where you're ready to slay it. You're literally going to slay that monster. You're really going to be in a place of where you're going to move on and be fine. Because you have the beautiful 9 of Pentacles. So I don't know, since 9 has showed up twice in a row, I don't know if 9 is a significant number for you guys. But just saying. So with the 9 of Pentacles, this is just like, look at her. She is living lavishly. And this could be male or female, it doesn't matter. But, you know, this person here, they're living lavishly, they're dressed nicely. They got pentacles, like finances, things growing, good things. Oh, sorry, they got finances, good things going on here, growing. She's enjoying the fruit that's in her garden. Like, it's good. She's out in the sun, warmth, happiness. But it's like, again, you guys are back in this place of not allowing yourselves to be happy and move on. Because look, I don't remember who else got this card because I got this exact card for someone else, and I think it was in the additional what else do you need to know part. So this card is the 5 of Cups, and this card is about being so upset about these situations here. This is supposed to represent situations, whether it's romance, it's more in romance, and just emotional fulfillment type of things. Which emotional fulfillment can be through jobs, can be through family, can be through exercising, and whatever is your emotional fulfillment. So it's usually just being sad about things that didn't work out. Here, your cups, they fell. You didn't get to drink them and be nourished and loved. Oh, and cups also represent water signs, which would be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And you're so upset and like, with these situations that look, you can't see that you have two new cups being presented to you, two new situations. And it's not necessarily the number two, but it's like you have new situations, new things, new people, new jobs that are coming towards you that you just can't see it. You're so upset about this that you can't see this. You're so upset about the past, you can't see the future. You know? And even though it looks like you would think this is like the past, or it's your present, you're so upset about the present that you can't see the future. And there's someone here in the river. Look, like there's this person that's in there that's drowning, and look at how you're looking. Like you're not looking at them. You're not acknowledging them. Or someone else isn't acknowledging you, and you're trying your best to like get their attention, and but the whole thing is, don't dwell on, if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. Move on. I know it sucks to say that, because when you move on, you have the 3 of Wands, which this is about your ships are going to come in. Good things are going to come towards you. They will. And if they haven't come in, they're about to. And it's going to be good. But like when you're in a place of focusing on this, it's not going to come through. You're not going to see it. You're going to miss it. Or they're not going to see it. They're going to miss it. So let's do Romance Angels real quick. I'm going to just ask for 2. Give me 2 Romance Angel cards for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury. What do they need to know for May 2020? Give me 2 cards, please. 2 cards. Oh, there's 1. All right, and give me 1 more for Leo for May 2020. And there we go. Oh, well, you guys are getting 3. So, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So either you or the person you're involved with, either it's a codependent situation where you two obviously are codepending on one another. It could be a work situation where you guys are too codependent on, and yes, you could have a boss or a coworker who is too codependent on you, that is like causing issues, Or it could also be it doesn't have to be codependency in terms of like emotional stuff, like romance or friendship or work-wise. It could be drugs, alcohol. There's some type of addiction that is affecting your life. Look, finances and career. Financial situations are affecting your love life right now. So some of you could be meant to meet the person you're supposed to be with through work, and you're not working at the right place yet to meet them. You're currently not at work because of the pandemic, and that's how you're supposed to meet the person you're supposed to be with. It could literally be you're not making enough money and you're not in the right career to be making the kind of money that you want to be meeting the person you're supposed to be with. Or it could be, again, this situation where you do have all this money and you can live right and you can have all these great things, but you're holding on too tightly. Or you're not holding on tight enough and you're being ridiculous with how you're spending your money. And the last one is, this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. So that card means you've already met the person romantically who you're looking for. It could be the person you're currently with. It could be someone that you're not with, but you have known them for a long time and you just never looked at them in that light. And they're who you're supposed to be with. And the thing is, they might not be exactly who you planned. And that's why this other card, where was it? Here, this card. It might not be what you would have picked for yourself, but they're right for you, and you are not seeing it because you're focused on something else that isn't for you. And you're blocking your blessings because, hey, if you've already met the romantic person you seek, they're in your life, evaluate, think who it could be. Because sometimes, you know, I know the cards say it's like who you think of right off the top of your head. And yeah, sometimes it is that person, but sometimes, especially with this card, I want to say no, truthfully, because if we've already, let's say, you know, because I'm a Leo rising, if I've already met the romantic person I'm supposed to be with, I don't know who that is. The reason why is because it's someone who it's usually someone who you're not thinking about, who you would not have thought in that sense. So it's going to be someone who differs from your usual types and expectations, because there is a card that says that, like, keep an open mind. It's in the same deck of the romance angels, like, you know. So I'm going to do your notes from the universe, and then we are calling it a wrap, Leo, for May 2020. If you are a Star Wars fan, I hope you enjoy the month of May, because May the 4th be with you. Revenge of the Sith. If someone wants to celebrate, you know, it's Revenge of the 5th, and is it Revenge of the 5th? Something like that. You know, I'm failing on my own fandom right now. And you know, on May 25th, which is my birthday, is also Star Wars birthday. Annie and McKellen. What a great day, right? So for Star Wars fans who are Leos, I hope you are enjoying this month of May. And Clone Wars, oh my god, I need to catch up. Okay, so sorry guys. This is some probably people who are just here for like the tarot read. They're like, what is she talking about? Sorry if you're not a Star Wars fan. Okay, give me 2 notes from the universe for Leos. There's one. I'll show you in a minute. Give me one more. I love these cards, the notes from the universe. They're so cute. Yeah, I just love them. They're adorable cards. They're so fun. And last one. Oh, you know what? You guys really have some messages that need to be coming through, because every time I'm saying this, you get more. Okay, so the first card is love in spite of it all. Before this odyssey ever began, there was you, your best friends, and wide-eyed curiosity among you about who would be the first to leap, the first to forget, the first to kiss, the first to tell, the first to fall, the first to get back up, and the first to remember that it all began with a dare to love in spite of it all. And it says, is that you, Murgatroyd? The universe. P.S. I remember the glint in your eye. All 3 of them. Okay, so there's that one. Those cards are so pretty. I love them. The next one is prepare to be astounded. Send them love. Wish them peace. See them happy. Everyone, always, forever. And prepare to be astounded. The universe. P.S. Oh man, and you will ever become a big-time manifester. So, look, I feel like the messages are pretty obvious. But, oh, what? You guys actually got 4, because these cards be sticking together. So, you got I heart you. And it says, if everyone really knew how much they were loved, not only from above, but by those now in their life, there'd be little hearts drawn on everything, from wheelbarrows to skyscrapers to jumbo jets. And I so look forward to that day. Big heart, the universe. All right, you guys got some messages. See me in their eyes. So see me in their eyes. It says, whenever conferring with another, either face to face or across the miles, whether a human being, departed spirit, or sentient tree, always speak to the highest within them and make such a difference. The universe. P.S. Yes, as if some trees weren't sentient. Glad you caught that. So look, you guys, if you've been hurt, love in spite of it all. Times are hard right now. Love Be kind in spite of it all. Be prepared for miracles and things to work out for you. Someone, remember, people love you, whether you see it or not. And try your best to be more open-minded and seeing things from other people's perspectives and being kinder to people, you know? Try to speak to people with love and try not to be angry. And I know you can't always force a fake how you feel, but try to move in love. Okay? All right, Leos, I hope this helps. I hope you have a wonderful May 2020, and I will have this video up as soon as I can. Mwah.